Hello, Brick Sculptors, and welcome back to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and today we need to get back on track. What am I talking about? Well, if there's one thing I'm really bad at, it's finishing things I start. You see, I'm a project person, and I love to dive into projects, and I work super quickly, mostly because I'm impatient, and I rush through them often. And when projects go long, I tend to start 3 or 4 more projects before I finish a project, which means that projects get left behind. And I know I just said projects a lot of times, but I have been doing videos on some of these projects, and I've had some of you that keep reminding me that I'm not finishing them, so I think it's time to do that. Now, you're probably guessing one of 2 things I'm talking about, because there's 2 big ones that I started and have not finished. And the one I'm talking about right now is the giant Lego pencil. And the reason I bring this one up is I'm sure you've seen this in the background of several of my videos, and the last part of this project that I did was all the way back in November. And the end of that video, the pencil did not look like this. It looked like this. So you can see I've made a bit of progress since then, but I honestly haven't touched this thing really since November. I just shot another video after that I haven't posted yet, because I kind of halted progress. And I'm sure some of you are thinking about another certain project I need to finish. I won't tell you what it is, but it rhymes with schmobelisk. And that will probably happen soon as well. I'm very close to done on that one. I just have a few things I need to work out in my head. But we need to talk about this pencil here. So I've also had the tip completed for a while, and I even made some progress on the eraser here. Now, I do have old footage of getting to here, and it is quite old. It's actually at my old build station. One of the reasons I was discouraged to continue this project is it got so big, it didn't really fit on my old table, and it was hard to film. Well, that's obviously not a problem anymore. I have a much bigger build station now. And the other reason was I was waiting for parts. Well, I'm in a new room, a new build station. I have a lot more parts now, and I'm ready to continue, even though I need to order some more still. And so let's go ahead and get up to speed here, and I'm going to show you the old footage. Now, the old footage was also intended to be 2 videos. It's a new Lego day as well as a build video. So I'm going to cram them together in one because it is old. I don't want to drag it out into 2 videos, and we'll get us caught up to where we are currently with the Lego pencil. Hello, Brick Sculptors, and welcome back to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and today we got mail. That's right, this comes from the Lego online Pick-a-Brick. And we got some cool stuff in here to sort out. Now, a lot of this is all kind of the same, and I made a kind of crucial mistake. When I tend to shop online, I have a bad habit of what I do is anything I want to buy, or might want to buy, I'll put one quantity in the cart, and then I'll go back later and I'll edit quantities and I'll delete things I don't really want, and I'll shop that way. And I forgot to do the second stage. So there's many items in here that I got one of, because I forgot to go back and change the quantities. So, got a lot of the same stuff in here. I'm going to go ahead and sort this out, and I'll show you what we got. As you can probably guess, I got a lot of these for a specific build, but let me sort this out here, and then I'll show you what we got. Okay, so you can see this is a pretty simple order. This is a piece I don't have a specific use for, but 2x2 light bluish gray tiles I am always running out of. I use this primarily for sidewalks in my Lego city, and I run out of them all the time. So I bought 300 of them. This was actually a pretty inexpensive way to buy them on the online Pick-a-Brick. You can usually find these on Brick Owl and Bricklink, but they're often kind of expensive, or they have limited quantity because it's a very popular piece to buy. So 300 of them, that should last me a while. Over here, the obvious giant Lego pencil pieces. I got 200 of these 1x8s in yellow. I hope that'll finish it, but I'm not totally convinced it will. So we got a whole bunch of those. I got some of these 3x3 gray curves. These work for curves in sidewalks. You use a 1x1, 2x2, 3x3, 4x4. You can make a nice curved 90-degree angle for sidewalks. But the 3x3s I was missing. I got some of these kind of bow tie tiles, which make really nice detailed tiling. You can also use these for writing words and stuff. So got a handful of those in white. Some 2x2s in medium nougat. No specific use for them. I was just kind of low on them. These are some really cool detailed tiles. I've had these in the past, but I picked up a few more because they were kind of an inexpensive place to buy them. Probably got 20 of them there. I got a few of these sewer covers. 4 of them. These were kind of pricey, but they're nice, brand new condition, and really cool detail piece for city building. Now this pile here is my little pile of shame. These were the mistake items. Not that they were items I didn't want, I wanted more of them. 1x8 gray tile, I could have used like 30 of these, not one of them, but I only got one because I didn't double check my work. Dark brown candlesticks, such a cool piece. Would have liked to have 20 or 30 of those, I got one. This is a piece I really wanted to experiment with, and I meant to get a lot of them, is this is pretty new to Lego. These are like a left and right 90-degree cutoff tile, and I got a left and a right in dark gray and a left and a right in white. I wanted to have a lot more than that, but I only have one of each piece. And these I had never seen in white before. I think that's a new color for this. Especially doing winter mocks, this would be really handy. And I wanted to get 20 or 30 of them. I got one. And the dark red ones I really like. These are a great way to add a little pop of color if you're doing a wooded scene where everything's kind of green and brown. These really stand out and look very natural if you add them in with the plant work. But I only got one. So, oops, some mistakes were made. Just means I'll have to do another Lego order. Oh well. Hello, brick sculptors, and welcome back to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and we're going to continue on our giant Lego pencil. Now, if you've been watching these videos, you know this thing is getting really big. And the part count is getting quite high. And I started tiling this, and I quickly ran out of tiles. I went on online Lego Pick-a-Brick, and these are all 1x8 yellow tiles. I got 200 of them here. I don't know if it's going to be enough. It probably won't, but let's see how far we get. Okay, so I've got all the tiles on there until I ran out. I have 1, 2, 3 sides basically completed besides the ends, and 3 sides that are less than half completed. So I definitely don't have enough tile. Now one of these sides is going to not get fully tiled because I have to do the logo. Now I'm trying to break this down. I don't think this pencil's going to be long enough to do all of this. I definitely want to put Ticonderoga on it, and I want to have a number 2 in some sort. Now I've already worked on the Ticonderoga, and I'll show you where I've gotten. It's coming along pretty well. I need to get some green 1x1s, so I'll have to fill in with some white for the time being, but we're getting pretty close. I did notice after I did all this that these are 5 high, and they need to either be 4 or 6. 4, I think, will be too small. 6 is going to have some issues with these gaps, so this might get interesting. But I think this is the approach we're going to do. And I think I'm going to have it say Ticonderoga and then the number 2. Let me go ahead and start experimenting with how I'm going to get this onto here and see how it comes out. Well, I made some progress on it. I got most of it. Not totally sure how I feel about it. I think it looks pretty good, but I wish there was a way to do this where these weren't raised, but I don't think it's going to be feasible. I think it's going to look much worse if it's inset in this. It's kind of boxy. One of the problems with the actual logo is it's kind of italicized, and I don't see a way to do that effectively in Lego. So once I get it finished, we'll see how it looks. I might end up just taking it off, but I think it's okay. I think once it's finished, it'll look better. I got to order a whole bunch more yellow parts. I got to get some more green tiles. In changing this, I realized I have a ton of 1x3 green, but almost none 1x4. So I got to change some of this stuff out. But I got substitutes in there for now, and I'm missing a few plates that I need. So got to get some different parts and make it work. All right, so we are all caught up now. I did not film the eraser bit. I was going to film this after, and I just didn't get to it. And at this point, I'm not going to take it back apart because it's been in too many videos already. I need to figure out how to make this whole back end pink here, and I'll probably cap it off with that nice big round piece there. I need to work on the metal portion. I need to finish the Ticonderoga logo, and then attach these. Man, even this build station is kind of small for this. Let's see if we push it all the way back here. I think that's going to be full size. I may have to make it a little bigger. Actually, no, it is going to be bigger because I have to have the metal portion in here. So it's probably more like that. But yeah, this thing is absolutely huge. So anyway, I'm going to continue to work on this, and you should see a video, hopefully in a fairly timely manner this time. I apologize for the delays. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's go ahead and get this thing done together. Well, that's all I have for this time. I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and do more just like this in the future. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them. That's all I have for this time, and we will see you next time.